Hi everyone. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're on the live right now, comment where you're watching from. Like the live and comment where you are watching from. If you're on the live right
Hi
now,
everyone.
if you're on the live right now, like the live and comment where you are watching from. All right, we're going to go straight into the live class. And if you were in the live class as at yesterday, you would know that we started talking about how you can create a bold and easy coloring book even without any drawing experience. And what we did share, or what I did share yesterday in the live is, showing you how you can look at best-selling coloring books and look at the missing gaps. That means what you can improve on, and take a look at what made these books best-selling, like what people loved about these books and what people wished could be better. And that is what you're going to be leveraging in to create a book that can compete with other bestsellers in the bold and easy coloring book kind of niche. Now, just for those who missed the live yesterday, I'm just going to be giving like a little bit of overview on how that works. So I'm going to just search bold and easy, very very brief overview. So I'm on Amazon right now searching bold and easy coloring book. And let's take for example, we're looking at this one. Like I said, if you want to look at books that are doing well, you don't just only have to look at like bestsellers, but you can also look at books with higher review because not everybody leaves reviews. So for a book to be having about 900 reviews, that means kind of quite a number of people are actually buying that book. So I can just open it in a new tab. And when I scroll all the way down, when I scroll all the way down to the reviews, you want to look at what customer says. You can see there's a lot of five-star review. And just like an overview here, it's saying it has font to color, pictures, color option, picture quality, ease of use, relaxation, boldness. If you want to double down, you can actually go into the five-star and just kind of have an overview on what people like about the book. You can see it's perfect for relaxing. I love that the pictures are big, bold, and simple. So that's one of the things you want to take note. People love it big, they love it bold, and they love it simple. Again, they don't want it busy or detailed, right? That add to stress. So again, this one says good clean lines and easy to color, easy design to color. This one says simple, easy to color. So you can see those are repeated things that people want. And you may want to go check like multiple books that are doing well just to see what people like. So prevalent reviews that people actually like. Welcome Ahmed Wakas. Nice to have you on the live. Comment where you're watching from and also like the live. So, right now, we know what we should be going for. And again, you want to check what people wished could be better. And you want to go check the two-star review, the one-star review, the three-star reviews. And this one says images need to be smaller, you know and okay, this is just one. Poor paper quality, pages are too thin, pictures aren't bold, and paper is extremely thin. So people want the pictures to be bold. And again, like I said yesterday, that in terms of the papers being thin is something you really cannot control as an author, because the publishing of the book, like the entire conversion of the book from the design into an actual book, is managed by KDP. and you cannot really control, the paper. At least if you are using Amazon KDP, you cannot really, control like the paper quality through Amazon KDP. So what you can do is add like something in the description here. Let me scroll up if these people have it. Okay, this particular one did not have it, but yesterday I showed you one that indicated that you want to add a protective sheet under each particular, paper, for, to avoid any bleed through. And that like gives your buyers like that mental, that psychology, to understand that, okay, you know, there could be like, there could be a possibility that the paper could be thin. So now we know that we want our pictures to be bold, simple. We want it to, not be too busy. We're going to go ahead and start creating our bold and easy coloring book. Now, again, if you go on Amazon, the bold and easy coloring book, it's usually of a particular theme. Like the entire book is of a particular theme. So you may not just put random things. For example, okay, this is more about something cute. You can try to make yours themed. For example, this is cozy spring, things that are in relation to spring, and this is a bestseller. And if we should scroll down, you can see beauty stuff, things in relation to beauty. You can see this is food, in relation to food, of course. This is animals, this is sweet girl, and the likes. So now we want to create our own. Or one of the things that we can do to make our brainstorming process super easy is by obviously going to chat gpt or any AI tool that you prefer using. So I'm going to give chat gpt a prompt so that it can give me ideas for the kind of bold and easy coloring book theme that we can create. Hi chat gpt, I would like to create a bold and easy coloring book like the type on Amazon that is selling really well on Amazon. And I need coloring book ideas under like the bold and easy coloring book. I would like you to give me like 20 bold and easy coloring book ideas that I can use for the bold and easy coloring book I would like to create. It could be under different themes. So I'm going to reprompt that just to make that much more clearer. Hi ChatGPT, I would like to create a bold and easy coloring book, the type that is really selling well on Amazon. And per Amazon, I noticed that the bold and easy coloring books that do sell well are usually under like a certain theme. It could be like fashion, it could be beauty, it could be food and drinks, or treats and sweets. So I would like to create a bold and easy coloring book under a particular theme. And I would like you to help me with theme ideas for my bold and easy coloring book. Give me 20 theme ideas. Welcome, Fizzy. Good to have you here. Where are you watching from, Fizzy? So you can see here bold and easy coloring book, and these are 20 strong ideas that ChatGPT has literally given us. You can see sweet treats and these and desserts, cozy coffee and cafe vibes, beauty and self-care, fashion girl aesthetic, bakery shop scenes, cute animals doing human things, whatever, floral simple nature, shopping and girly lifestyle, cozy room, drink and smoothies, birthday party fun. You can see that there are, a lot, and you want to pick one. Now, if you're not really, cool with what ChatGPT gives, you could also you could always ask ChatGPT, give me 20 more, give me 30 more, give me 10 more, as you like. Welcome, Fizi from Pakistan. Good to have you here. Now, if we should scroll all the way down, which one should we go for? Which should we go for? Hmm. I think fast food fun kind of looks, cute. It kind of looks like something that will be good for bold and easy coloring book. What do you think? If you think we should use fast food fun, comment yes. If you think we should use fast food fun, or we should go with something else. Do we use fast food fun? Just comment yes. Okay, so I'm just going to use this fast food fun. Like the life while you are here. Okay, Fizzy, we're going to use fast food fun. Thank you for dropping yes. So now I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and prompt ChatGPT that I want it to give me, objects or, you know, yeah, objects, fast food under fast food fun, bold and easy coloring book. So I'm going to just dictate to it. Hi ChatGPT. So the theme I will be using for my bold and easy coloring book is fast food fun. Now, while you are prompting ChatGPT, you do need to know, yeah, you do need to know your book specification, like the number of pages you're going to have in your coloring book, because that will determine how many coloring images you're going to have in your coloring book, and that will determine the number of, objects ChatGPT should list out for you. So, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to choose 24. However, you want to make it more, right? If you were in the live yesterday, one of the things, or from some of the other bestsellers that we did look at, one of the things that was prevalent was that people wished there were more pages. And that book, where people even commented that they wanted more pages, that book had about 80 pages, sort of, and people wished for more. So if you are doing that and you are trying to compete in that space with a bestseller, then you should be willing to do, or you should be willing to go the extra mile, right? So you may want to do 150, 200, totally up to you. But for the purpose of this video, to keep it really simple and for you to understand the whole workflow and how it works, we're going to leave it at 24 pages. So now I'm going to continue prompting ChatGPT. My coloring book would have 24 pages. So I need for you to give me 24 objects, 24 bold and simple fast food objects that will be in my coloring book. So I'm saying 24 pages, 24 objects, 24 bold and simple fast food objects. So I'm going to edit this here. That will be in my coloring book. So first of all, we're trying to get the object first. We're trying to get the fast food, burgers, pizzas, and all that. So you can see classic burger, bun, patty, lettuce, cheese. There's hot dog in a bun, a slice of pizza, box of French fries, fried and savory. You can see quite a lot of them. So now that we have, all of this, now do note that I think one thing I wanted to point out is that if our coloring book is 24 pages, we are going to have 12 coloring image. Why? Because the back of the coloring page, the back of each coloring page is going to be blank. And I did explain that yesterday, but I'm going to explain that when we get here. So for the purpose of this video, I would have to do 12. However, I did ask for 24 because I wanted us to be able to pick or select, the best 12 out of it, right? So if we're doing 24 or if we're using 24 coloring pages, that means the size of our book is going to be 48, right? So if you want us to do 24 or 48, just comment either 24 or 48. Hi Fizzy. Okay, yes, you can watch. Yes, you should actually watch previous videos. Good to have you here. Welcome to the live. So you can we can either do 24 or 12, but I'm thinking of doing 12 just to keep this really, you know, the flow really good. Now we have all of this. I'm going to now prompt chat gpt to give us bold and easy start. But first, before we do that, because one thing I did mention in like my last two lives was that the way you prompt chat gpt or the results that ai gives you is a direct reflection of the quality of your prompt. So if you want better results, if you want more refined results, then you should give better prompts. Now, if we should go back to amazon.com, if you go back to Amazon, let's open like quite a number of bold and easy coloring book, particularly the ones that are really, really doing well. Let's have Kokowayo also. Let's also scroll a little bit. This is also okay. This is cute and comfy. This is also good. Let's have a look at this. I'm just going to pick just a few so that we can look at some similarities in terms of, the imagery. We don't just want to create something that's going to be screaming AI. We want to create something that can compete. This is also good as well. So I'm going to click and open it. So if we should click on this is bold. Okay, let's see this. If you kind of look at the images, actually these are actually hand drawn. Coco Wayo is hand drawn, but we're using AI, right? So we want AI to kind of compete or to be able to compete with, this. And you can see from the way it is sort of kind of like uneven shapes, right? Sort of uneven kind of shapes that when I mean uneven, it's the drawings have some sort of imperfections that make it or that reflect that it is hand drawn. Let's have a look at another one here. If you're on the live, don't forget, please like the live and comment where you are watching from. Right. All right. So if we look at this one here as well, if you look at it, this also kind of, it sort of looks hand drawn, and you can tell from the imperfections in the drawings. It's not like an exact smooth straight line. There's sort of some imperfections in it. If we look at this one here, We can also see some a little bit of imperfections, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for one that I can actually download. Welcome, Abigail, to the live. Welcome. So I'm going to look for one. Let me scroll all the way up. So let me see this one. Okay, not this. I'm looking for one that some of the images contain like copies of the individual drawings. We did find some yesterday though, and where did they all disappear to? But don't worry, we're gonna find them. We're gonna find them. To make our search easy, I'm just going to go to similar items. Okay, this one, stress relief, bold easy. I'm going to open it in a new tab. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for, something that has like individual coloring images. We're not trying to copy, we're not trying to steal, we're trying to use it to train ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to look for like a pretty much simple image. Mm. Okay, this is a bit, it has some quite some complex ones. Let's see if we can check for more here. Mm, okay, I can't really find more right now, so I'm gonna work with what we have. Did I? Okay, I'll open it again. I think I deleted it before. So I'm just gonna work with this one, and I'm gonna pick one of the images, probably like the simplest one. Okay, this is good because this kind of reflects fast food. And what I'm going to do is I can just right click save image as, and this will be saved in downloads. Now I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to add the image here like so. So now I've added the image. I'm going to now prompt ChatGPT to kind of, you know, train it, on what I want it to do. Hi ChatGPT. So attached is a sample of the coloring page of a Coco Wayo bold and easy coloring book. I want you to understand the image. I want you to have a look at it. I want you to look at the patterns. I want you to look at the drawing style. Look at how thick the image is. I want you to understand, the outlines, how it feels hand drawn. This is actually hand drawn, but I would like to create my own coloring image with AI. So I want you to really study the pattern on how this was drawn. Study everything about this image, from the thickness, the outlines, the imperfections in the drawings, the hand drawn feel. Study it. You could actually type though with ChatGPT. I just prefer the dictate. Um, I prefer to dictate because I'm able to, really flow. And I'm just going to edit, of course. Hi, ChatGPT. So attached is a sample of the coloring page of a Coco Wayo bold and easy coloring book. I want you to understand the image. I want you to have a look at it. I want you to look at the patterns, the drawing style and everything. So I only told it to study it. Like I only told ChatGPT to study it. And I'm going to click on enter. Now, ChatGPT is doing a deep breakdown on why this style works. The line thickness is thick, the hand drawn imperfection. You want to let ChatGPT understand it for itself because it's based on its own understanding that you can use to prompt later about what you want it to do, right? And now if we scroll down, you can see the shape simplicity. If you actually, followed from the beginning, you realize that one of the some of the good reviews, people loved those bold and easy coloring book because it was very simple. It wasn't complex, there wasn't so much complexity, and it made it really, really stress free and relaxing to color. So shape simplicity, you can see minimal detail, you can see cute but not overdone style, you see composition style and all of that. Now it has even said how to replicate with this exact style and everything. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell ChatGPT to use what it has studied on this particular coloring image and translate it when it is giving us the prompt for our 24 fast food coloring image. Like instead of it to just say give me burger, it's going to give you a detailed prompt such that when you put it into an AI tool, it should give you some sort of hand drawn kind of feel. Hi ChatGPT. So thank you for studying that image. Now I would like to generate my 24 fast food coloring images with AI. However, I would like to implement the exact pattern, the same style, the same feel of the Coco Wayo Bold and Easy style into my 24 fast food coloring images. Like I said, I'm going to be using AI, so I need you to give me really detailed prompt such that when I put it into this AI tool, it will be able to give me something as good, something as hand drawn feel as like Coco Wayo. The way it's simple, I want it simple. Each of the fast food should it should have just one fast food per page, and the fast food should of course be simple, not so much minimal detail, bold, thick outline. All of those things should be emphasized. Imperfection, hand drawn feel. Give me a detailed prompt that I can give into AI for each of the fast foods that you have given me earlier. So now I've given ChatGPT all of this detailed prompts, and I'm saying I'm going to click enter. Like I said, the better your prompt to ChatGPT, the more refined or the better the result it gives you. You want to tell ChatGPT, you want to be specific. You don't just say, okay, give me the prompt. You tell it you want it detailed. Because when you are giving a prompt into AI, you don't expect AI to understand what you have in mind, especially for the fact that we're going to be using another AI tool to generate our images. So you can't just think that the AI tool would want your images to feel hand drawn. It doesn't understand that, right? So you need to give it prompt that would make it impute all of those things in its outcomes. By the way, are you following? If you've been following so far, comment following. I like to know that you guys are really, gaining one or two value from this. Comment the word following if you are following. So now we have our master style prompts that we're going to be using in every image. And also we have like the 24 fast food prompts. So we have burger, we have hot dog, we have pizza slice, we have french fries, and all of that. Now I'm going to copy and paste it into the AI tool. Now for AI, the AI tool. Now for the AI tool, I'm going to be using this particular AI tool here, and I have attached the link. Okay, Faisy, good to know you are following. I've attached of the link of this AI tool. It is in the description of this video, if I'm not mistaken. It's at the description, and I would also, attach it in the comments. Sorry, it's in the description, and if it's not, at the end of this video, I'm going to still check and ensure that it's attached to the description. So we're going to be using this AI tool, and this particular AI tool, you can see it has kind of, really different features in it. What we're going to be working with is the text to coloring page, because it's obvious we are giving it a prompt and we want it to give an outcome based on the prompt. Let me close out all of these tabs. Okay. So now we're going into Chat GPT, and this is the master style prompt. If you notice, there are two prompts. There's the master style and there's the fast food prompt. I want you to understand how I'm going to merge these prompts together. The first thing you want to do is you want to copy the master style prompt and paste it here. Now we have bold and easy coloring page book. Now we're going to turn text into coloring page. It's not going to process yet, just going to give us, a really bolder, a place where we can also still tweak a little bit of more features. So we have the prompt here: bold and easy coloring book page, black and white art, very thick outer outlines, medium thick inner lines, simple large shapes, minimal details, hand drawn imperfect lines, slightly uneven wobbly strokes, rounded edges, no sharp corners, no shading, no grayscale, no colors, no shadows, no textures, clean white background, centered composition, one single object only, lots of white space, closed shape for easy coloring, kid friendly, beginner friendly, tick marker style, imperfect symmetry, not vector, not geometry, drawn with a felt tip marker. Now, this is the master style prompt, right? Now, for the first food, fast food is burger, and we have bold and easy coloring book page of a classic burger. You can see of a classic burger with a bun, patty, cheese, and lettuce. So I'm going to copy this here. This is practically what we need. Why? Because bold and easy coloring book page is already stated in the master style. Slightly uneven layers, simple shapes, all of these are embedded in the master style. There's no need to, you know, repeat the same words. So I'm copying just, the specifics to say that we're actually trying to create a burger. So bold and color and easy coloring book page, and we're going to paste that here of a classic burger with a bun, patty, cheese, and lettuce. Now, when we scroll down, the difficulty level. So this AI tool does have difficulty level where you are able to tweak around the complexity. Now, as you can see, toddlers, there's no complexity, so you just have the image. Now, for the children, it's gonna have like a little bit of extra stuff, but not so complex. For the teenagers, it's somewhat complex, and for the adults, very complex. I'm going to leave it at toddler first. So we're going to test how toddlers look like. So I don't want to go for children first. Why? Because I want to test toddler, since we are looking for something simple, bold, easy to color. Now for the dimensions, again, like I said earlier, you want to have determined your book specifications, like your pages, your dimensions. And for the purpose of this video, we're going to be going with 8.5 by 8.5 inches. Our page count is 24, right? 24 pages. Then we're also going to be going with, our bleed setting. We're going to be making use of bleed, right? So because it's 8.5 by 8.5, which is essentially a square, we're going to be using the dimension square. For the batch, you can generate one, two, three, up to four batches at once. This is actually good if you want to generate multiple of the image so you can pick the best one for you. But I like to generate once because, in my experience, just generating with one batch with this AI to you practically most times get what you want. And of course, the more batch you generate, the more credit you use. So you want to check out one. You may just, most times, in most cases, you'd actually most times like the image. So I'm going with one, and I'm just going to tick all of this, remove watermark, high print quality, and private, right? And I'm going to click generate now. This is going to take a few minutes for it to actually generate. You can see, and we're just going to wait for it to generate. Faisy, good to know you are following. Good to know you are following. Okay. Wow, this is looking really cute. You can see how this looks really simple, just like really, really basic, and fun to color. One particular image in the page, nothing too complex, no extras on the side. And this is what we want. It also has this hand-drawn feel. As you can see, the way this is drawn, some sort of imperfections in it, kind of feels, sort of hand drawn. And I'm going to go ahead and download this. Remember, it's bold and easy. So you should, one of the things you should avoid is images with minimal details. You don't want to have like tiny stuffs everywhere. Everything should be bold. You can see the outlines are also actually bold. So that's an indication that we're going to be leveraging, toddler for others, right? So now we've created for burger. We've created for burger. Now we're going to do for hot dog. And just like we did for burger, I'm going to copy this of a hot dog with a ketchup zigzag, slightly wobbly lines. Okay, so we're just going to put ketchup zigzag. We already have slightly wobbly lines, simple slightly wobbly lines already you know in the master prompt. We could still add a dough. We could still add it. Let's see what it comes up with. Now I'm going to edit this here and paste this over here. Hi Fizzy, I see your question right now, and I would like if you drop this question under the actual video that you watched it under, just so we do not deviate from the purpose of this live, from the topic of this live, because this live is practically about KDP, right? So if you have about what I'm creating, you have some question about how I'm prompting it, then you could ask. So if you drop this question under that video, then I would give you a response there. So of course you can drop that after the live. I would also okay, good to know, Fazy. Now we have every other thing set, every other feature that we've set, all other things the same, and I'm going to generate again. Now we're going to wait for the AI to do its thingy. While that is, while that is generating, we can get another one. Just at least copy that here, and I'm going to copy that here. Remember, because we're doing 24 pages, we're going to have 12 coloring images, and I've explained why that is, because the back of each coloring page is going to be blank to avoid any bleed through on it. So you can see this here. So this is actually cool. This is simple. This is detailed. So Fizzy, this tool is actually it has a subscription plan. It does have like a free trial where you get like a few credits. But if you want to have like more credits to be able to do like more coloring books, you're going to have to check out the subscription plan. So we have this here. This looks good. This looks good, and I'm going to click download. And actually it's worth it. As you can see, it's worth it, because at the end of the day, you're going to get like the worth of what you are actually subscribing for. And it's really difficult to see any free tool that actually offers you know this quality of images. So I'm going to paste the next one. Okay, let me copy that of a pizza. Oh, I should have copied for pizza first. So I'll copy for pizza of a single slice of pizza with cheese, two drip pepperoni circle on even melted cheese edges. I'll copy that, head back to this AI tool, and I'm going to just paste that here. So now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and generate. While that is generating, I'm going to go ahead and copy that for the next prompt. Okay, this is really, really cute. You can see how really well the images are coming out. Nice pizza slice. You can see the cheese dripping. Okay, now this is making me hungry. So I'm going to click download, right? And for the next one, I'm going to go ahead and paste it. So now this one is for fries. This is for fries. I'll go ahead and I'm going to generate. And that is the first one we're doing. Remember, we're doing 12, right? We're doing 12. So I will do fried chicken drumstick. I'm not going to do chicken nuggets. I will do onion rings, right? So let's do fried chicken drumstick. This is not bad, but I wouldn't expect I wouldn't expect the French fries pack to have like an eyes and mouth. Okay, so which is why it's always good to check out your images. The images, the outline is bold, sort of has some uneven shape and all of that, but we'll need to generate this again. And french fries sticking out unevenly, slightly different sizes. I could have some with some slightly bent. I'll take out these simple large shapes, minimal details, hand-drawn imperfect lines, slightly uneven wobbly strokes, rounded edges, no sharp corners, no shading, no grayscale, lot of white space. Okay, one single object only. So I can say one big. So it's actually big. Close shaped, close shapes for easy coloring. Let me take out this tick marker style. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go. So I'm gonna generate again another batch, just one. Welcome to the live. If you're in the live, please like the live and comment where you are watching from. Like the live and comment where you're watching from. This is somewhat better, but I don't understand this line in the middle. I'm going to try to generate it again. This time, okay, I'm going to I like the way some of the french fries are curved inside. So I'm going to try to generate it again. We could actually use this one, and there's a way to take out all of this in Canva. So I'm just going to generate it again and see if we're going to get something, at least something I prefer. But if not, I'm going to just go with the first one, and we're going to wipe off the smiley face in Canva. Let me just add this close shape for easy coloring because that's been there from the first one and the images looked well. Okay, I guess this is much better. You can see really bold, looks good, looks simple. I like that. And I'm going to go ahead and download it. You can see some of the lines are a bit uneven, imperfect, reflecting that hand drawn feel, just like we want. Now we're going with chicken drumstick. I would copy all of this here, head back to the AI tool and paste it where necessary. Okay, this is actually really cute. Very simple. You can see simple bone shape. Kind of feels, you can see the unevenness, giving that cute feel and really, really thick outlines. So I'm going to download as a PNG. Again, I'm not really going to do chicken nuggets or chicken wings, something different. So I'll go with onion rings. Remember, we're doing 12 and there are 24 prompts here. So I'm going to just pick the best 12 that I prefer. I'm scrolling up and I'll just replace that like we did for or like we did previously. Again, I'm going to generate. While that is generating, I can go ahead and get another. You see taco, and I'll copy that. Slightly messy edges. Interesting. Welcome to the live. If you're on the live, like the live. Do well to like the live and comment where you are watching from. I'd like to know where you're watching from. And is this how onions ring looks like? It does look like onion ring, but I was thinking, hmm. Anyway, it does look like onion ring. It just looks it looks like a jewelry. A jewelry. Like a hand stuff. Okay, so we're actually going to go with that. Let's go with it. Okay, so I'm gonna do for tacos, and generate. Now, how many have we done so far? Let's count. One, two, three, four. I think I can count from this. One, two, three, four, five. So onion ring six, taco is seven. So a burrito, and I'm gonna copy that here. So we can have burrito, sandwich, a soda cup. That's cute. A soda cup, a coffee cup as well. Hmm, interesting. Really interesting. So this looks really interesting, I must say. And I love the way that, you know, it has all of this stuff really packed in. So I'm going to take it and download and go to the next one. And I'm going to generate. Now, one thing you can do to really make this, very practical for you is, as I'm doing it, take the link in the description as well. That way, it's really, really practical for and the whole dynamics of how it works. I don't know why it has a smiley face here. It's so weird. Anyway, that's AI for you. Sometimes you could get a little bit of irregular irregularities, but which is why you could always regenerate. Let's regenerate that. So we have this here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to download this, but I will take out this smiley stuff from the image. So I'm going to paste the next one in it here. So first of all, let me download. First, let me see if I folded tortilla lines. Let me see if I generate again, it's going to be better. If it's going to be better. Okay, this is interesting. However, this shouldn't have like black lines inside of it. It shouldn't have like black lines. So what I'm just gonna do is I will go with this, but I'm gonna take this off in Canva. So I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. Just since of course there's a way to take that out. Now for the wrap sandwich, I'll copy this again. I'll paste it here and I'm gonna generate. While that is generating, I'm also going to go copy for the soda cup. Please like the live while you are here. Like the live and comment where you're watching from. So now let's see. Um, this is still a burrito of a wrap cut in half. Hmm. Okay, did I? Of a wrapped burrito. So what is wrapped cut in half? Okay, a wrapped sandwich cut in half. Oh, it should have specified sandwich though. Let me indicate a wrapped sandwich. And I'm going to generate that. Interesting. So I'm going to download this, a sandwich cut. Now for the soda can, I'm going to also do that as well. For the soda cup, I'm going to do that and paste it. Let me see how many we've done so far. So soda cup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have two to go. So I'm gonna do a coffee cup and a donut, right? And we're gonna make that. Uh, I, it's so funny that he has to always put this stuff, this smiley face somewhere. Let me add no smiley. face. So I'm going to scroll and I'm going to generate. Let's see if it can take out the smiley face once and for all. While you're on the live, also comment what videos you like to see next, or what videos you would like me to do live on. If you like more coloring book videos, you can leave it in the comments. If you like videos on like other low content books, you can as well drop that in the comments. Finally, so I'm going to go ahead and download as a PNG. I guess you are going to have to be leaving the no smiley face prompt back to the AI tool. I'm going to I'm going to paste that for the coffee cup, and I'm going to generate. And for donut, I'm also going to copy here. Okay, this is this is good. This is a coffee cup. Even though I was expecting something more, like the type, not the Starbucks type, but I'm gonna download it regardless. Not bad. And I'm gonna put the last one here, and we're going to enter and generate. So it does take a little bit of time, but AI makes it easy. Once you have your prompt, your master prompt, and the individual prompts, you are literally like you're good to go, right? This is sort of weird. Okay, I think the icing was applied on the top. I'm gonna have to generate this again. Let me generate it again and see what it comes up with. I should have said on the top. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to add a little bit of prompt. donut with icing drip on the upper layer. Instead of icing drip, I'm just going to say icing on the upper layer, uneven icing, slightly uneven icing edges, simple sprinkles. Okay, let's see how this is going to come out. Welcome to the live. If you're on the live, like the live, please like the live and comment where you're watching from. Please like the live, comment where you're watching from. While that is loading, we're going to just head over to Amazon KDP Help Topics so we can go ahead and start, getting our dimensions ready, because this is like the last one here, the last coloring image that we need. So under KDP Help Topics, we're going to go format your paperback. We're going to go to set trim size, bleed, and margin. Our trim size is 8.5 by 8.5, so we need to get to bleed. And we're going to just click on this here. So for this is 8.5 by 8.5, but this is without bleed. So we bleed, we're looking at 8.625 by 8.75. So I'm going to go to Canva, click on the plus icon here, click on custom size, change the units to inches, click on the width, and the height is 8.75, and I'm going to click create new design. So let's go back and check our coloring image. Okay, this is more like it, but this is more like it, but I guess this should have been rounder. Just feels sort of weird. So I'm gonna have to either regenerate it or possibly use another one. We could keep regenerating it, but let me just use something else. Let me use ice cream. Back to the AI tool. And I'm going to click generate. So while that is generating, we're going to go ahead and set our margins. Now we're scrolling all the way down. Remember, we're using bleed. So for margins, margins do work with your page count. And our page is 24 pages. So we're going to be using 0.375 by 0.375, just like so here. Now in Canva, I'm going to just, zoom the page out, get like an element, usually actually a square. So I'll just bring it here like so, and I'm just going to bring it all the way down here. I'll change the position to, I'll click on position and change the width to 0.375. The height as well will be 0.375. And we have that all set, and I'll bring my rulers and guide all the way down. If you don't have your rulers and guide showing, you can just click shift plus R, like hold down the shift button as well as the R. And now that we have this set, we're going to do for the other part, We can simply just duplicate that and bring all the way down, or we can simply just Control C, scroll all the way down, and Control V, and bring this down here like so. Bring this down here as well like so. So now it's here. We have no need for the boxes. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it out. So we have one page. Next thing is to duplicate it 23 times. And I'm clicking this duplicate page icon here. Makes it, just duplicates the page to make it all easy peasy. You can copy this and duplicate. Okay, that's an error. You can copy this and just like duplicate it, so you can see 14, you can see 21. So since we have 21, what we need is three more, so we can duplicate that. So we have 24 pages, and we're going to go into page 1, where we're going to start adding our images. Now back in our AI tool, we have this here, but I don't want any smiley face, and I don't want stars around it. We can have stars around it, but no smiley face. So I'll say no smiley face on the ice cream. And I'm just going to click generate now. So while that is generating, I'm going to go back into Canva, so we have other things getting set and done. We can have our upload, start uploading our images. Like I showed you in the last two lives, not yesterday, the upper one. I like to have my images in one folder, so I can say fast food just for organization purpose. And I'm opening it, and I'm just going to upload files, which will be all of the images that we just created. So it's going to be this like so, and enter. So they are loading right now, and we're just going to head back. Let's see if this is much better, way much better. Even though I would have loved the drip, I would have loved the drip. So what I'm going to do is I will go with this one. I'll go with this, but I'll take out this smiley face. I'm going to take it out. So I'm going to click on download PNG. Like I said, you can keep regenerating just until you get something clear. But since I can take it out with Canva just to save time, I would use that. One I just downloaded, which is the burger here like so. Like I taught in the last two lives, you want to take it to the edge. That's where these two margins meet. You don't want to bring it all the way up. I mean, your image should not go out of the margin, right? Else, Amazon is actually going to flag it, Amazon KDP, when you're trying to upload your book. So this is bold. You want, since it's bold and simple, you want your image to sort of almost fill the area of the book page. You don't just want to make it so tiny in the middle, right? Now, like I said, after one, we're going to leave a page. Like I showed in the last one of our lives, your page one, let's say this is your book. Let's say this is your book. When you open the book, this, let me adjust this. This serves as your page one, not here. So this serves as your page one. And when you turn it over, this serves as the page two. But because as we checked some of the reviews, a lot of people say the pages are too thin and it makes their markers bleed through. So since we do not have so much control on the pages, what we can do is leave a blank page here, so that people can have like a protective sheet, and they can just color here. If you have an image here like so, and it bleeds through, it's going to really mess up the coloring image here, right? So that's about that. So that's how we're going to be leaving a page after each. So we're leaving this page, we're going into the third one, and we're going to just add the ice cream. So I show you how to get that smiley face out. So I'm going to extend it to the end of the screen, eh, of the page, and to take out the smiley face I can just click on edit. I can go to magic eraser, and what I'm gonna do is just swipe on it and delete. Easy peasy, that was easy. So we have that here. We're leaving a page, we're going to the next one. I'm going to add our hot dog here like so, extend it to the end so it can be bold. I'll leave a page and add the next one, and that's just how I'm going to do adding all of them like so. If you're following so far, you kind of, and you're getting value from this, you're getting a lot of value, comment the word value in the comment section. I like to know that you are gaining some value from this live. I'll also take out the smiley face out of this one here, just the same way we did the last one. Comment value if you are getting value from this video, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself also. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're done with adding all of the images. You can see how it looks. Really simple, bold, and easy, cute. Next thing we want to do is want to create our cover page. Now to do that, we're going to head over to KDP cover calculator, because we want to calculate our cover page. In KDP calculator, we're going to go enter our book information. So the reading direction is left to right. Measurement unit is in inches. Trim size is 8.5 by 8.5. Page count is 24 pages. You want to calculate dimension and you want to download template. So we have our dimension calculated. So I'm going to copy it, head into Canva, click the plus icon here like so, click on custom size, and I'm going to change the width. The height is correct, so I'll create a new design. In our downloads, I'm going to go ahead and extract this zip file because it's usually downloaded as a zip file when you click download template. So we just need the PNG version. Now in projects where we created our folder, like I said, just for my own organization purpose, I'm going to upload the template file here, and I would add it here. It's supposed to be an exact fit because you actually used the right size. Like I said in the one of the lives that I had, is the essence of putting it here is just for, really balancing out things, so you know where to centralize what, where text should not be. For example, the text, important text, should not be here because it risks being covered by the barcode. Also, this would let you know where, the book will be trimmed, so you do not put your text close there, so it doesn't risk being trimmed. This will be the spine of the book, so you're able to centralize whatever need be. Now we have this put here. The next thing we want to do is we want to start creating our cover. Now, to create your cover page, if we go back to Amazon, like I said, one thing about trying to create something is you want to understand what's working. If you look at it, it's usually like, a grid-ish kind of, picture. You have like three images up, three images down. And again, this, as you scroll down, you can see the same here. This is sort of the same, but you can see there's just, they are just together more down. But in most cases, you have like three up, three down. You can see how it is. And that's like the vibe we're going to be going with. And it typically has like a plain background or a simple gradient with just some little shapes around it, and then the text is usually in the center. So that's like what we're going to be going with. Look at the cute eyes. Okay, so we're going to head straight back to ChatGPT. And now what we can do is, actually try to color some of the images and add them, or we can ask ChatGPT to give us entirely, an entire cover page. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT to color a few of the images inside, like to give us like a color. So I will head the to ChatGPT, and what I'm going to do is I will add 6 images. Not sure if I could actually. add 6, but let's see. Okay. Anyways, instead of me going through ChatGPT, I think I can go and prompt it myself. So I'll go to this AI tool. This AI tool as well has colorized drawing, right? Let me make use of my own creativity. So I'm going to click on upload drawing. I can use this one here first. Okay, not the ice cream. Not the ice cream, right? I'm going to make use of this one. Okay, so I can use, it has different styles. You can use flat drawing, you can use crayon, you can use impasto or marker. I'm going to just use flat drawing, right? And describe the detail how you like it colored. And I can just say, let me say color the coffee cup peach and cream. So let's see how that's going to work out. And I'm going to click on generate, remove watermark, upscale, and private. So I'm going to click generate one credit. Um, this looks okay. I think we can go with this. So I'm gonna go with this. I'll download this. It all depends on you. You can actually specify where you want what color to be. I'll also add the next one here. So for this one, the straw can be cream, and the cover of the what's this box again? Let me check the name of the soda cup. Cover of the soda cup. Okay, so let me just try to put in some detail here. Okay, cover of the soda cup should be dark pink. The body So I'm saying cover of the soda cup should be dark pink, the body of the cup white, and the straw cream. And I'm going to generate. You can also share the live while you're on the live. You can share the live to someone you know who needs it. Like the live, and if you have questions, please ask based on the prompting, based on the coloring and all of that. If you have any questions, you could drop it in the comment section. So this is okay. I'm going to go ahead and download. For the next one, I would edit it and go with this one here. No, I'm looking for something simple. Okay, we have the burger, the burger. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to go to ChatGPT and tell it, hi ChatGPT. So I would like to color a few of these images. So give me the color component I could use for the chicken drumstick, the pizza slice, the hot dog, and the burger. The prompts for the color component should not be more than 240 characters. Okay, so let's see what ChatGPT is doing for us. Let's see what ChatGPT is going to do. So for the chicken drumstick, hi, quiz smashing. Yes, this AI can generate more complex illustration. It all depends on the prompt that you give it. Like when I started earlier, I said we're working with bold and easy coloring book, which is why what we're doing are pretty much simple images. But if you want to work with something more complex illustration, then you can give it more, detailed, prompts that will reflect more complex illustrations. In the last KDP live I did have about creating like a coloring book for like animals in a farm animals. There were a lot more, I would say extra complex, because I still wanted it to be kid friendly, but it was way more complex than this one object image. So yes, it can give you more complex illustration. So we have this here. I will copy this, head back. Okay, for the burger, let's start with the burger. Give me a second or a minute rather. Okay, so we have for the hot dog, no, for the burger, and back here, I'm just going to paste the detail here. I don't need to add flat simple colors because it's already indicated soft beige bone top. So let's see what is going to generate here this way. You're welcome, quiz smashing. This is really, really cute. I love this. So I'm going to go ahead and download it. For the next one, we have done about three. So we have three left. I am going to do for, I guess the next is hot dog. For the hot dog, I will copy what we have here. Back in this AI tool, I'm going to go paste it. I don't need to add all of this, and I'm going to click generate now. If you are getting value from the live, you could comment that you're getting value, or you could support with a super chat, a super sticker. So while this is generating, what we're going to do is head to Canva, and typically I will use like an an element which would be like a square. I will use a shape, a square shape. I'm going to just extend that to just like fit the screen, to fit the entire page. And what I will do is change like the color to be more gradient like. I can choose see all to check gradient colors, and I can use something of this sort, you know. or something of this sort. It completely depends. However, you want to use something that will, still bring out the the image colors that you're making use of. So I'm going to be using this. However, I will go and adjust the way the gradient appears. So for example, instead of it to be from up to down, I could have it um, I would have preferred to have it in the middle. So what I will do is I'll move it this way here, but I'm going to switch it out. Instead of the dark one in the middle, I will have the light one in the middle. So I can just copy this here, maybe paste it somewhere like in a notepad. I'll also copy this here into the notepad as well. So the first one, I will put it here, and the second one is what I'm going to put here. Just like so. So I have that here, and I can copy this, paste it, and it's gonna be here as well, just like so. I can decide to reduce the transparency just so that I'm able to see the template behind and know how I'm fixing things around. Now, let's go back to check. This looks good, but the ketchup should be completely, what's the color of ketchup? It's supposed to be completely yellow though. Bright red ketchup. Okay, yellow mustard. There is no even mustard, so I'm just going to say I'm going to try to regenerate it. Reddish sausage, and instead of ketchup, I'll just say yellow mustard, soft tan highlights, and I'm going to generate. So while that is generating, I can go back to my projects and start adding what we have already created. I'm going to projects, I'm going to fast food, and I'll just simply click on upload files and copy what I have already downloaded from the AI tool, and I'm just going to start putting them. Now, they may come with like a background, so what you can do is just click background remover, which is going to take out like the white background. So I'm doing it for all three. Okay, I'm doing it for all three, and what I'm gonna do is, because the colors sort of blend, I'm gonna try to adjust the colors. So this one, instead of making it this, dark, I can make it this light, like so. And I can just copy it, do the same thing here, like so. And I'm just going to I'm going to highlight all of the images just so that I can reduce all of them at once. And I can begin adding them. If you do notice, you would see that the images still sort of blend in with the color. So we may have to switch the color up, right? That's one thing about design. You need to know when to fix, when to tweak things, when to move things around, right? Let's head back to, okay, this is way much better. Yellow mustard. So I'm downloading this as a PNG. So this is the fourth one. I'm going to add the fifth one. Which is the pizza. And for the pizza under ChatGPT, what does ChatGPT say? Like golden crust, bright yellow cheese, red peppermint, and all of this. So I'm going to copy it, paste it. I would still look at the prompts to be sure that everything here is what is on the image. Light golden crust, bright yellow cheese, red pepperoni, light orange cheese edges, soft brown crust outline. So I'm going to generate this. So back to Canva, we are still trying to find the best color. So I'm going to click on this and try to switch up gradient a little bit. This actually looks somewhat better if you ask me. Hmm. So instead of a gradient, I may just have to go with a plain color. I may have to go with a plain color, probably lilac. I do like this lilac. Maybe make it a little bit lighter in color, like so. So I may have to take this out and just extend this here, like so. So I think this is cute. And let's head back to the AI tool. Okay, it hasn't generated that for the pizza. So while that is generating, we're going to add our hot dog. I really do hope you are following. I'm trying to, you know, kill multiple birds with one stone. So while that is generating, we can be fixing something else somewhere. So we upload that for the hot dog here. So the hot dog, we bring it here to the middle. We're also going to remove the background and just make it a sort of smaller. We can wanted. We can make this burger a bit smaller. Then this comes here like so. This could also be sort of smaller. Okay, and this is good. This could also be a little bit smaller here like so. So this is good. We have this set. Then we want to go back to our image. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love it. And I'm going to download as a PNG. So we have our fifth image ready. And for our sixth image is supposed to be chicken drumstick. So I'm going to go add the chicken drumstick. Not sure which one it is. So this is the chicken drumstick, and I would get the prompts from ChatGPT, and I'm going to go and paste it here. I'll paste it here. Of course, you want to look at the prompt. Golden brown crispy coating, darker brown edges, light beige bone, subtle orange tones. So no need for this, and I'm going to generate back to Canva. We're going to go ahead and add our pizza into project under fast food. I'm going to go ahead and click upload files, and I'm going to add the pizza over here. I would remove the background. I could reduce the size and bring it here like so. You want to be really conscious of how you place it. Like I said, you don't want to put it where you know it risks being trimmed out. So here is okay. We can reduce the size a little bit, or you could also tweak it a little bit here just so you could make it bigger. So this is good. This is good. And for the next one, so this is centralized, this is big, and for the next one is going to be drumstick. This is not so bad. I'm going to download it back into Canva. I'm going to upload it by going to projects, Under fast food, I would also upload it. I'll remove the background, and I'm just gonna zoom it out, right? So we have that here, and we can zoom out. Now the next thing we want to do is want to add our text. Now our text is supposed to say fast food fun, bold and easy coloring book, right? Now we'll scroll all the way up to text. We can add a heading here and say fast food fun. Of course, we want to, you know, we want to edit the text. I usually prefer these wedges. I prefer the wedges because it has this sort of bold and easy style, and I can make it white instead of black. I can add effects, which would be outline, and the outline is going to be sort of, it could be black or it could be dark brown. So something like this, and I can zoom it out here like so, or you could make it black. That's totally up to you, but this is looking okay. We could also increase the text, the letter spacing, just so that it looks well, readable. Fast food fun, and beneath it can say bold and easy coloring book, so we can add like a subheading and say bold, easy coloring book. And of course we want to still tweak the text, the fonts again. Want to tweak it a little bit, we can use Bobby Jones. Yes, and we can just make it bold so that it's about the same length or size as this, a little bit lesser. So we have that here, fast food fun, bold, easy coloring book. And we've done for the first part. Then for the back page, typically for the back page, most times or most authors, they usually have like, you know, they have like some samples of the coloring images, and that's what we're going to add. So I'm going to go to project. I will go to fast food where I have this already put out, and I can just add about four. I can add this. I can add the onion ring. I could add this again, and also maybe the ice cream cone as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold all of them down. I'm going to hold all of them down. Reason being that I want to reduce the size all at the same time. So now I can have this here. I could have this here as well. I could have this here. But if you notice, this covers the barcode. And like I said, you want to be conscious so that you don't have something covering the barcode, something important covering the barcode. So we can make it a little bit upwards here like so. And that's all good. Now, just to give it a little bit of, let's make this a bit spacious. Now, to give it a little bit of flavor, I could just click on edit. I could scroll to shadows and simply just add like a shadow like so. I'm just going to do this for the rest of the others. Add a shadow, add a shadow. I could copy style and do the same thing here. So we have the shadow here, and just final touches is that you could add your author name. So I'm just going to say TFI Designs, and I'm going to zoom that out, and I can put that here. So this is all good. And what I can do is I can begin to add, I can begin to edit them, like add a little bit of vibrance or more filters to it. Usually what I do is I go to adjust and I simply go to vibrance. It kind of makes the color really pop out well. So when you could do that and add a little bit of contrast, that sort of thing, a little bit of sharpness and clarity. And once that is done, you could just copy the style and paste it on the rest. If you want to do a little bit of more filters or edit, you could also go to filters and just tweak things around. Use any filter that you prefer. For example, this one, we could make the bun, we could make it this way. For this, this looks, good. For this, we could use something like this. For the chicken drumstick, you want to use what, best describes the image. And that is what's going to make the image really, really pop. For this, I could just scroll down or scroll up and use something like this or this. It completely depends on which you prefer or preference. For the pizza, you could use something like this, like Vivid, and that's all good. Then you can begin to make the images really big just so that they don't look so tiny. Same with the pizza here, like so. And these others too are big as well. And once all that is said and done, you want to go to position, go to layers, and you can take out the template as we don't have any need for it. And this is how it's going to look like. If you want it to have a little bit of more flavor, you can just simply go to elements, maybe look for like some, maybe flower, maybe not flower, or some like star. Let's say cute star. And you could have something like this. You just move them around. You could even reduce it just to make either one or two. It totally depends on, your creativity, how you want it to look like. You can move this here like so, and duplicate and bring that here as well. You could also copy this and paste it and just move it here. So you can see how we did this, and just like that, we're able to create, or we have been able to create, a bold and easy coloring book that's not just, you know, not just do we do with AI in a space of few minutes or in the space of minutes, but something that can actually sell, or that people would actually buy. So I can move this here just like so, and we have that. So I hope you did find this helpful. If you like me to, or if you have any more um video you would like me to do on, you can leave it in the comment section. Tomorrow we're also going to be continuing the live. I Okay, tomorrow we will be continuing the live, but I'm not so sure, but I'm going to post it in the community group. So if you haven't subscribed, do well to subscribe. Tomorrow I or the next time we're going to be having our live, which is most likely tomorrow. But do well to subscribe, so I update in the community. I'll most likely be working on planners, showing you how you can create planners that you can actually sell on Amazon KDP, right? So make sure that you are in the live or in our next live. Do well to subscribe, and do well to also check out my other videos. I have other KDP videos as well that I've made videos on. So on other parts of KDP as well. Thank you, Quiz Smashing, and thank you for joining the live today. I do hope that this was really, really informative and really, really, had value for you. So I'll see you in the next live. Stay tuned and have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.